Well, you know what? It's not going to be a classic. It's been a season of entertainment. That one probably isn't one of the best, but from a United perspective, just what you needed.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Fletch said it in commentary there that Man United under Ollie have been able to pull out a performance when he really needed it, and today was one of them. I thought they frustrated Everton today, but when the moments came, big moments in the game, they were clinical. And Fernandes, 2 goals and an assist. This guy's he's on fire. He's thankful. Ollie must be thankful he's got him 30 goal involvements in 33 games. Says it all about how he's doing. Big price tag, big player, big day for him.
Well, he delivers, don't he? I think United look particularly solid with that midfield of Fred and McTominay sitting in front of the back four, and it sort of freed up Fernandes to go and find him. Maka was right in commentary. He had a great game, but he also had some moments in it where he does some crazy things. He gives the ball away, but you take that with him because he's constantly looking to penetrate with his passing. He runs beyond. He's a leader. He's nasty. But I think behind him now, I think that's the balance now. Fred and McTominay sitting in there, make United nice and solid and allow him to go and play and get on the ball. But Rio's right. They always seem to pull it out when they need it, this team. I'll give them credit for that.
How are you feeling? It was so good a few games ago. We were sitting here waxing lyrical about your team.
Yes, massively disappointing after a great start to the season. Real opportunity to take that on, and the players within the camp are talking about trying to achieve a top 4 finish. Well, they're a long way off that at the moment. They can't seem to figure out a way of breaking opposition down, especially when they come as organised as Manchester United were today, as Joe said, with the 2 defensive midfielders. Everton couldn't figure out a way to break them down.
It can't just be because Richarlison's not in the team. It has this much of an impact on them.
Listen, they got into wide areas and the quality just wasn't good enough. We were sitting here saying, cross the ball. They were sometimes turning away from that. I think they had 15 or 16 crosses into from open play today, but it wasn't the quality. The first minute, one was put in by Bernard, and the most dominant man in the box attacking balls, Calvert-Lewin, got on the end of it, but he didn't have much else to go off in that sense.
OK, well, it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer who backed Bruno Fernandes to come to United and deliver. And today it was Bruno Fernandes who backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he needed him. Let's hear from him.
First goal, clear up the second. Is that definitely yours? The second, Marcus looked like he may have got a touch or not.
I don't care. If Marcus touches a little bit, it can be his goal. Doesn't matter. No problem for me. Okay. Most important is, as a number 10 for me, is serving my teammates, as I did in the end for Eddie. I have the chance to shoot and maybe look at for the hat-trick, but I see Eddie alone. You have the chance. If Marcus can take the second goal, it's not a problem for me.
I think they're leaning towards you. But in terms of the story of the week, there's been questions about leadership in the side, the attitude of the players. Do you think you've answered them today?
Oh, I think we know inside of the dressing room what we have to do, the players what we have, and everyone needs to be a leader. In his way, someone's are the, I don't know how to say in English, but the mood leader, they don't talk too much, but they're doing the right things, and others need to speak a little bit more, to be more inside of the game, to be more to feel more part of the game. But the point is, in the end of the game, taking the 3 points. The 3 points is for everyone, not just for one player.
Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you very much.
3 goals, 3 points, just when Ole needed it. Listen, I really want to talk about what we heard from Bruno Fernandes just before the break. He said, we need mood leaders. We need loud and quiet leaders in the dressing room. I think it's interesting he's chosen today to maybe call out his teammates a bit. Well,
I think we looked at the goals before the game. That goal showed you a lack of leadership, but there's different types of leaders we were talking about here before we came on air. There's people that are vocal, that organise and do think when the ball's out of play, they organise and get people in the right positions on the pitch. That's a certain type of leader. There's ones like a Steven Gerrard who organises by going out and playing and leading by example. There's very different leaders in the game, and I think Man United just haven't got enough leaders in general across the board. He falls into the category of leading by example, going out there and putting out loads and loads and loads, goals, creating chances, assists.
But you need them all. You can't operate with one leader and you can't operate with one type of leader. Throughout a team, you need everyone to take, Rio was talking before the game, responsibility. Responsibility for your own performance, but your responsibility for being in charge of something and making things happen. And I'll bet the teams you were involved in the past, Chelsea, Manchester United, there would have been 6, 7, 8 leaders within a team of 11. So that's what Manchester United are striving for at the moment.
Do you think he feels that something might be lacking in there?
No, I think so. I think he's very interesting. He was searching for the words in English. When he said mood leader, I think what he was trying to allude to was the fact that there's people within the dressing room, when things are not going well, they can get a bit poisonous and they can bring people down. And I think all of us across all of the teams we've played for, there's always been that character there, who's maybe big star, big personality, not playing, and then they're just they're just not good energy, not good attitude around. And I think with this Man United team in particular, because they've been so inconsistent, and like Rio highlighted before the game tactically, I think they've had lack leaderships within the group. I think there's some personalities that maybe from the outside it looks like, by the way they play, that look like they turn up when they want. Do you know what I mean? And they don't. So I think he was alluding to that. Like, well, listen, this is us. They played very well today, and he's like, none of that nonsense. Everyone get behind the manager and just go forward in the right direction. And he's leading. He leads by example because he does do it. He produces.
Yeah, I think he's a fantastic player. I think it's 31 goal involvements now in 33 games. They need more of that type, not just in terms of output, but the actual personalities and character to come through to get them through difficult stages.
OK, well, we might be able to find out a bit more about what life is like inside that dressing room because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is with Des live right now. Des, the floor is yours.
Thanks very much, Jake. Yes, Ollie, you said 2 defeats, Ollie, was like a punch in the stomach. So I assume you've got your breath back today because that must have been very satisfying.
Of course it is, because, you know, we were set up to fail. I said to you before, I want to talk to you about the kick-off time before the game, and they set up the boys to fail. We got Luke Shaw injured today because we've been to Turkey, we played loads of games this season already, and we've been to Turkey Wednesday night. Come Thursday morning, we're back in. We're playing Saturday lunchtime kickoff. It's an absolute shambles, and I can't praise the boys enough for that character they've shown. That's all I want to talk about today. Them boys, they deserve better than being thrown out here to fail today.
So that's what we saw, a bit of character from your side, from the squad, because people are talking. I've been talking to Harry, and talking to Bruno about the questions about leadership in the dressing room, taking responsibility. You think those questions have been answered properly today?
Well, authorities set us up to fail. And we've tried. How can they set us up after a Champions League game Wednesday night and in Turkey and set us a Saturday 12:30 kickoff? You got Liverpool, City, yeah, fair play. They play against each other. They played on Tuesday, play Sunday. Who's responsible? We've had enough of that. I've had enough. Because players this season, we have to, as I said it yesterday, we have to understand how these players in these times, pandemic, how mentally draining that is, physically draining this is. And you set them up like this. We've lost Luke Shaw because of that. That's it.
The demands on a big club are very, very difficult, and I suppose.
Yeah. So set us up on a Sunday then. There's absolutely no problem on Sunday. It's in international break after. So no argument whatsoever. It's just a joke.
Let's talk about the performances of the players as well.
Brilliant. And
Bruno Fernandes, 2 goals, fabulous performance.
Top, absolutely top, fantastic. After a Thursday night, or a Thursday morning coming back, I just go back to that one all the time, and they've shown that today. We spoke about it. They're not going to have the pleasure of seeing us lose again.
And Cavani scored the first of possibly many goals.
Hopefully, he's getting better and better and sharper. Today was just trying to finish the game off because we did well.
Just quickly update us on the state of the injury sense. What's Luke Shaw's injury? Could you also clarify what's happened to Mason Greenwood, who wasn't in the squad today? Yeah,
he wasn't feeling well last night. He looked well in training, looked okay, and then reported not well, can't travel.
And Luke?
Luke, hamstring, that might be a long one. Rashford, I think he's struggling.
Looked like he had a shoulder injury.
Yeah, it looked like it. So that's the demands on the players. It's just, Well,
you got through.
Yeah, we did. They deserve all the praise. Well done.
Thanks, Ollie.
Cheers.